the 1950s, a time of prosperity and promise in America. Yet behind the facade of normalcy, a darkness lurked. A secret operation so bizarre, so morally reprehensible, it would come to be known as Operation Midnight Climax. This wasn't about spies or enemy agents. This was about the CIA, our own government, conducting mind control experiments on unsuspecting Americans. The truth, hidden for years, would eventually surface, sending shockwaves through the nation. How could our own government betray its citizens in such a way? The revelations of Operation Midnight Climax painted a chilling picture of government overreach and a blatant disregard for human rights. We were promised freedom, but behind closed doors, a sinister experiment unfolded. Imagine this: San Francisco, New York City, bustling cities, unaware of the covert activities taking place within their midst. The CIA, obsessed with controlling the human mind, established safe houses in these cities. Their purpose? To conduct experiments with LSD, a powerful hallucinogenic drug. But here's where it gets truly disturbing. The subjects of these experiments were not volunteers. They were unwitting participants, lured to these safe houses under false pretenses. Some were unsuspecting patrons of CIA-funded brothels, slipped LSD in their drinks. Others were people struggling with addiction or mental illness, preyed upon and exploited in the name of research. These experiments were designed to explore the potential of LSD for mind control and interrogation techniques. The CIA wanted to know if they could manipulate thoughts, extract information, or even create Manchurian candidates, assassins programmed to kill. The details of what transpired within those safe houses remain shrouded in secrecy, but one thing is certain: the experiments were unethical, inhumane, and a betrayal of the public trust. At the heart of this operation were men like Sidney Gottlieb, the head of the CIA's technical services staff. A chemist by training, Gottlieb became fixated on the potential of mind control. He saw LSD as the key to unlocking the secrets of the human brain, regardless of the human cost. Another key figure was George Hunter White, a narcotics agent with a shady past. White, known for his unorthodox and often brutal methods, was tasked with setting up and running the safe houses. He recruited prostitutes to lure unsuspecting men, dosed them with LSD, and observed their reactions. But the web of complicity extended far beyond the CIA. Doctors, academics, and even private institutions were brought in, wittingly or unwittingly, to participate in these experiments. Funding flowed from government agencies, often disguised under the guise of legitimate research. The extent of the conspiracy is still being uncovered today. Section 4: The Fallout, Revelations, and Repercussions. For years, Operation Midnight Climax remained hidden from public view. But in the 1970s, thanks to the work of investigative journalists and congressional hearings, the truth began to emerge. The American people were outraged. How could their own government perpetrate such atrocities on its own citizens? The revelations of Midnight Climax and the larger MKUltra program of which it was a part sent shockwaves through the nation. Trust in government was shattered. The CIA, once seen as a protector of freedom, was now viewed with suspicion and distrust. The scandal led to reforms, including stricter regulations on human experimentation and greater oversight of intelligence agencies. Section 5: Echoes of the Past, Midnight Climax, and Today's World. While Operation Midnight Climax may seem like a relic of the Cold War, its legacy continues to resonate today. It serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked government power and the importance of government transparency. The ethical questions raised by Midnight Climax remain as relevant as ever in an age of surveillance technologies and artificial intelligence. The lessons learned from Midnight Climax should serve as a cautionary tale. We must be vigilant in protecting our civil liberties and holding our leaders accountable for their actions. The pursuit of national security should never come at the expense of individual rights and freedoms. Section 6: A Legacy of Distrust. Reflections on a Dark Chapter. Operation Midnight Climax remains a stain on American history. It is a stark reminder of the potential for government overreach and the importance of ethical boundaries in scientific research. The victims of these experiments, often marginalized and vulnerable individuals, were robbed of their autonomy and dignity. As we grapple with the legacy of Midnight Climax, it is imperative that we learn from the mistakes of the past. We must demand transparency from our government and hold those in power accountable for their actions. Only then can we ensure that such abuses of power never happen again. The shadows of Operation Midnight Climax continue to linger, a haunting reminder of the fragility of freedom and the constant need for vigilance in safeguarding our rights. We must never forget the lessons of this dark chapter in American history.